Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, set your calendars for September of this year as one of the biggest fights in boxing this year, which is, we just started 2025, but it's automatically one of the biggest fights in the sport today, especially this year. Based on Turkey Al Sheikh, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford is on tap for September in Las Vegas. A fight between two of the very best pound for pound fighters in the world. You got Canelo Alvarez, 62 wins, 2 losses and 2 draws, 39 KOs. 4-division world champion, has won belts 154, 160, undisputed champion at 168, and a former champion at 175. And Canelo Alvarez, man, he is the cash cow in the sport of boxing. And I've said this many times on my channel. He has replaced Floyd Mayweather as the cash cow. When Floyd hanged him up, Canelo took his spot. And I knew that was going to happen, And it's crazy because after his fight with Floyd, Floyd said in an interview that he's going to be the future of the sport. And look at that. He's the cash cow. You fight Canelo, you'll get paid more money than fighting anybody else. Canelo's famous catchphrase, payday, payday. Well, Terence Bud Crawford is going to get that payday, and Bud deserves it. Now, Bud, before I get into this, what I was going to say, Bud is pound for pound arguably number one in the sport. Like I said, it's a fight between two of the very best pound for pound fighters. But Terence Bud Crawford, man, 41-0, 31 knockouts, 2-time undisputed champion at 140 and at 147. Cleaned out both those divisions. 2 fights ago, we saw Bud put on one of the best performances you'll see from any boxer, and that by destroying the then boogeyman and seemed unbeatable Errol Spence Jr. Dismantle Errol Spence. That was such a bad beating. That was such a one-sided beatdown, to the point that even though there was a rematch in the contract, no one wanted to see it. It was just so one-sided that it was like, doesn't make any sense, because no one can see Errol Spence coming back from that or making any adjustments in a rematch with Crawford. Crawford would just go in there and beat him up even worse. Scary. Then Crawford beat Madrimov at 154. First fight at 154. And now Bud is climbing up 2 weight classes. He's skipping 160 to go up to 168 to fight Canelo. This is the only concern I have about this fight. Is 2 of the very best against each other. Undisputed. Both guys claim undisputed. Have undisputed in their track record. Both undisputed champions, multiple time world champions. Both guys have a resume out of this world. Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, no doubt. But the weight class jump for Crawford is very big. He's a compared to, yes, Canelo has fought 147, 154, but that's years ago. Canelo has been fighting 160 and above for years now. So naturally, obviously, Canelo is the bigger man coming into this fight. He's solid, he's thick, he's not tall, but he's no longer a small man. Canelo is heavy, he hits hard, He's solid. Um, I'll never forget when he fought Miguel Cotto. Canelo looked like a light heavyweight in that fight. Like Cotto's punches, who's known to be a good puncher, was just his punches looked like slap punches, and Canelo wasn't doing anything. Canelo, anytime he landed a Cotto, sweat will fly, and it was just more. You could hear the thud. Crawford, as skilled as he is, and a tremendous counter puncher and good power, from 154 to 168 is a big jump. I just don't know how effective Crawford will be in this fight. I mean, he's Bud Crawford, but 168 is 168. When he gets hit by Canelo, how will he respond? Because Gamboa buckled him. Aegis, I believe in their fight, Crawford got dropped. Crawford is a naturally smaller man coming into this fight. How will he take Canelo's shots? Because he is going to get hit right on the chin. Ah, now Crawford has a style, man. The jab, the counter punching, the excellent boxing skills that he possesses to give Canelo a hell of a fight and fits. And he has the style to actually have a chance to win this fight. Like I said, the only issue I have with this fight is the weight, is the weight. Crawford has never fought at 160. He only had one fight at 154, and now he's doing it 168. Um, where Canelo has been fighting for years now, and it's comfortable. Right now, Crawford is in his pool right now, or in the ocean, and he's in Canelo's territory. Um, but Crawford is Crawford, man. He's daring to be great. This is what has made him a tremendous fighter over the years. You know, accomplishing two weight classes, undisputed. So now champion at 154. So let's see what he can do. I mean, is the best against the best, and this is what it is: Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, or Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. It's the fight between two of the very best, like I said, pound for pound fighters, two elites, um, two of the very best to put on the pair of gloves of this generation, and something has to give. Now, there's now both guys aren't undefeated. At least one fighter. Canelo has two losses, Bud has none. But Canelo is going to be in there like an undefeated fighter. He's going to be throwing his hands. He's going to be doing his thing. Canelo is as complete as it gets as a boxer, man. Balance, defense, offense, body work, footwork. Crawford, I say, can be the same, more or less. I think he's complete. Footwork, counter punching, jab, boxing skills, defense. So, man, this is going to be a very high level chess match, as high as it can get in a boxing ring between two fighters. Um, this fight, I can see it go the distance. If a knockout comes, Canelo is shown to have a sturdy chin, very solid chin. He's been hit by tremendous punchers in his career, like Bivol, Triple G, Cotto, um, and James Kirkland, he's never got dropped or never buckled. Never buckled. At least as of late in his career at 154, at 160, 168. Because Miguel Cotto's brother, Jose Miguel Cotto, in their fight in 2010 on the Mayweather Shane Mosley card, co-main event, Cotto landed a left hook and Canelo wobbled back to the ropes. After that was the last time I saw Canelo ever get hurt in a fight. So, but that's a long time ago. So Canelo has not been in that position since then, and that's a long time ago. So Canelo since then has shown one of the best chins in boxing. So it's official. It's the news now. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. Super middleweight fight for the undisputed middleweight crown, for Canelo's undisputed middleweight crown. And look at that. Crawford has the opportunity now to become undisputed in a three-weight class because he conquered 140, 147. Now he's going to take on Canelo for his 168-pound straps. It's a big fight. It's a big fight on paper. I just don't know how Bud will handle the weight, you know, the 168-pound weight limit. The good thing is about this fight for Crawford is that he can eat as much as he wants. Doesn't have to cut so much weight because he's going up. Um, will he be as slow? Will he be slower than usual? That's the next thing with the weight. Will his power go up? We don't know. Like I said, Canelo has shown has shown a solid chin. So even if Crawford looks powerful and hits hard, it may not do Canelo anything. But we'll see, man. I'm glad this fight is happening. I just hope Bud can handle the weight and it won't tarnish anything on Bud in terms of how he feels. That way we see a tremendous fight, and Bud is he feels good, he feels strong, and he's responding well in there. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jose Cruz. Don't hit that comment section below, guys. Let me know what you think about this fight, who you got winning. And I am your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.